Good morning, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is. Wanted to say hello to you, and I'm joined by the beautiful and talented Jessica. You want to say hi, Jessica?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here this Friday.
I want to make sure everybody can hear me. So if you don't mind, our little tradition is that you will post in that chat box. And that's totally private, guys. Nobody else will see it but us. Just put in there where you're from, what's going on, words of encouragement, what you're working on, whatever. Make sure you put where you're from, though. I think that's cool. I love seeing people from all around the world and all around the country. And so there's a chat box there. It's private. Stick in there where you're from. We know you're here. So if you don't put a message in there, we know who you are. So make sure you do that. We would really appreciate it. Seriously, I want to make sure you can hear me. It's the only way I know. I want to make sure. Jessica says people are popping in now. We've got Omar in there from Singapore. We've got Julia from the UK. We've got Dennis from Ontario, Canada. Looks like Eric from Pensacola, Florida. Jennifer from the Bay Area, San Francisco. We've got Billy from the Philippines down there. Jessica, who you got on your end that you're seeing?
We've got, Van in New Mexico.
Van in New Mexico. What's going on? Good to have you here.
Alina in Connecticut.
Easy for you to say. Alina's here in Connecticut. Alina, so glad to see you here. You're one of our favorites, I can tell you that.
Roderick's in Newtown, Pennsylvania.
Roderick's a favorite too, though. Newtown, yeah. He's cool. I like him.
Singh is in Western Australia.
Singh in Western Australia. Is there a Western? I thought it was just all Australia. There's a Western Australia?
Wow.
I guess it would probably be on the western side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a big landmass. Okay, who else?
Let's see. Richard is in Wetherby, Yorkshire.
Richard in Wetherby, Yorkshire. Very cool, man. I love this all around the world. Excuse me. You got people from everywhere. Really awesome. And we got a really cool. Any more you want to yell out there, Jessica, that we didn't cover, or are we good?
Let's see. Danny's in Cheshire, UK.
Danny's in Cheshire. Well, we got a lot of people from the UK today. That's very cool. All right. So we got people from all over the place. And today, we get a drum roll. We don't have a drum roll. There it is. We got a drum roll. That doesn't sound like a drum roll. I'm just saying. All right. How to build a website with no technical experience. In other words, anybody can do this. I could even do this. I've got a dog sitting next to me. No, she's not good with a keyboard. But I'm not either. This is not hard. You can do this. By the end of this session today, you could just go out and build websites like crazy. Just have a good time, okay? So let's get into this. Who needs a website? Seriously? Seriously, who needs a website? Did you ask that? Wait, I asked that. Let's see who needs a website. Well, I would say just about everyone. I mean, listen, if you're a restaurant and you don't have your menu online, and we just got through looking for places to eat today, I mean, just seconds ago, I had to get off because I had this coaching call due. But I was looking for menus, and if there's not a restaurant with a menu, I mean, they're just going to miss business. Car dealers, oh my God, if they post the cars there and all the different shots of the car and all that. Chiropractors, right? They had to have little things that help people out where they're located. Dentists, of course, need them. Plumbers need them. Anything you're going to sell online, obviously you need a website. If you're an artist, you can put your work up there. People can see it. If you're a gardener, I mean, even if you're a gardener, you need a website nowadays, okay? Contractors, if you're doing any type of construction stuff. Retail stores, obviously they can sell their products online as well as they can sell it in the store. Veterinarians, okay? I mean, tells about their practice, what they believe in. Colleges have to have them. Matter of fact, most college courses are online nowadays. So here's the deal, guys. You have come to a point in your life. You're here. You have to know how to do websites. You have to. You can't always hire this stuff out. And I'm not saying you shouldn't hire stuff out, but I'm saying you should know how to do this stuff. It's not that hard to do. Now, I'm going to show you on WordPress how to do this. And why? Well, why? Seriously? Because it's the largest website hosting in the world. Okay, so WordPress is it. It's the deal. Now, there's certainly other platforms out there like Wix and all these little things. But man, if you got WordPress, I mean, that's the way to go. It's fully customizable. You get all these plugins. I mean, there's just thousands and thousands of them to make it do anything you want. Right now, we're working on a affiliate thing, and it looks like we're going to have to buy a plugin, which I didn't discuss that with Jessica, but I've put some feelers out there, and it looks like the plugin's the way to go. I mean, it just is. You can hire people to work on it. Super easy because so many people understand it. So it's not hard to do. And you can do whatever custom designs you want. I mean, anything that you can imagine, anything that you see out there that you want to, make a replica of, you can do it. It's that easy. And you can sell online much easier too. We have things like WooCommerce and other stuff in there. We just opened up some print-on-demand stuff where we have T-shirts and mugs and hats and all that stuff, and we put it on there. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is go through all the steps you need to take to build a site. Now, if you have questions during this and you want Jessica to answer them, just put it in that comment box there. And at the end, I'll answer them. She'll answer them. We'll take all your questions, but make sure you put them in there. The more questions you ask, the more knowledgeable you'll become. It's not when you talk that you learn. It's when you ask questions. So, and there are no dumb questions. Don't worry about that. Anything you ask is just something you don't know right now. Once you know it, not a big deal. Okay, so step one. What is step one? Boom. Pick a name for your site. Now, ideally, it would be nice if the name of your site coincided with what you sold, your niche or whatever. We have Survivalcave Food, but, I've also got jrfisher.com, which doesn't tell you anything. Right. But we've also got the inner circle down there, guys. And this is an inner circle call, you are in our inner circle. If you are on this call, if you're not in our inner circle and you got an invitation to this, you may want to check it out. You're getting an insight into what we do and how we train and all that. All you have to do is go to innercircle.com/enroll. Free video there. It tells you all about it. So you can check that out. Now, so we've picked a name. And then step two, what do we need to do? We need to get hosting and a domain. Now, this is confusing to some people. What's the difference in hosting and a domain? Why do I have to pay for two things? Well, here's the deal. Hosting and domain are the two things we need to launch a website. Without those two things, you can't launch a website. It's not possible, okay? So hosting is going to be the place your website files will be stored. In other words, all your stuff has to be put somewhere, and you got to pay to put it somewhere. And I'm also going to give you a link, by the way, where you can save a lot of money on this. So that's what your hosting is, okay? Now, your domain is the name of your website. You have to pay to use a name of the website. And that is something that, has to be paid on a regular basis. I mean, you can't just buy it once and for all. You have to pay for it over time. Now, you can buy it 3 years in advance, 5 years in advance, whatever. And I do recommend a minimum of 3 years, because when Google is looking at your website, Google actually decides how long that website's going to be around. And if you buy it once a year, they're going to say, well, this website's not going to be around and I'm not going to put it in search results. So you're actually hurting yourself. And it doesn't really cost that much to have it for a longer period of time. Okay. The best website hosting is Bluehost. Why? Because WordPress says so. WordPress says this is the best one. Now, I'm going to give you a link where you can save. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't even have to pay for your domain if you use the link I'm going to give you. But let's do a walkthrough on here first, and let's set this up so you can see how to do it. Okay, so here we are at Bluehost. I'm going to pick the shared hosting. That's what we want for this particular thing. Then we've got 3 different price levels here. They're all dependent upon, the plan that you pick and how long you want to pay in advance. You got the basic, you got the plus, you got the choice plus. We're going to go with the basic one. And that's the biggest discount based on paying in advance. Now, keep that in mind. You do have to pay in advance to get these discounts, but it's really not much money. So let's go ahead and click there. I've already picked out a domain. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in this box down here. If you already have a domain, you're switching it, you'd use the other ones, but this is a new domain that I, just bought from Bluehost. So, or actually you get it free when you use my affiliate link. We're going to always make it a .com, obviously. Click next right here. And this is where you put in all your payment information, all that good stuff right here. And that's your billing information right there. You scroll down. They've got these extra things added to your price. You can do them if you want. The domain's free. Like I showed you, your SSL's free. But you can just uncheck these if you don't want them. The privacy protection and the site lock security and code guard, all that kind of stuff. You don't want it, just uncheck it. You don't have to pay for it.
not a big deal. Alrighty, cool. So we're going to save 33% pay yearly on the first plan. And if we drop down here, we're going to save 41% on 24 months. And on the big one, we save 50% for 3 years. Best way to go. Not that much more money. Save us a lot of money overall, though, which is really cool. If you don't see the discount, just try, clicking the link in the description window that I'll give you, and it should work for you fine. You won't get these discounts if you don't use my affiliate link. So you want to make sure you use that. Alrighty, so I think we got this all set up. Down here is going to be your payment information. You put in your credit card there. You can pay by PayPal if you want, or your credit card, whatever it is that you choose to use. You have to check these 2 boxes down here to move forward, and then we're going to click Submit, and then we start the wait because it takes just a second to process your credit card and all that. And I've got that grayed out so you don't see my card. I don't want you buying a bunch of stuff. No. All right. So let's let it log. And in just a second, it's going to give us a success screen. And boom, there it is. Welcome to Bluehost. Congratulations, your purchase was successful. We sent a confirmation email to the email address there. Okay, so now we got to set our password. So we're going to go in here and you pick whatever password. It tells you off to the right what you need to do. And we're going to duplicate that password, check this box, click next right here, and let it load. Then we got to log back in, and it's already remembered all that good stuff for me, so it's just going to log me in. All right, so they've got all these themes here. We're not going to use them. We're going to use Thrive themes, which looks a whole lot better. They call it Thrive Architect now, but you could pick one of these if you wanted. They got some okay basic ones. Not something I want, so we're going to skip that one. And then it says Start Building already. Can you believe that? Can you believe we did that fast? That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we're going to pick whether we want business or personal right here. You can decide what kind of site you're actually building. And let me kind of look around here for a second. And then we'll move on to the next step. All right. And, you see you got all your controls off to the left there, all the different areas you can go on your site. And then here's your Bluehost right here. And you go back to Bluehost, it'll show your sites. There's a site I just added. And we're going to go ahead and name the site right now. So let's go ahead and do that, My Cool Blog. And this is my tagline. And that should show up on the site here when we get to the next page. There is the website that we added. Okay, we click Next. And it says, hold tight while we set up your site. You think they meant for that to rhyme? I do. All right, so here's what we need to do. We need to log into WordPress. And we got to put in some information. All right, so this is what it shows right now. A new site is coming. And then we're going to click on this. And we're going to launch the site by clicking this button right here. Simple enough. And it takes a second to load. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to click on my site, and there it is. See where it says My Cool Blog, and here's our site, and it's really that easy. That's the theme they're going to give us, but we're going to use Thrive Architects to actually build this out. It'll look a whole lot better when we're done, and I'll show you that in the next training, and that's all there is to it. See you in the next training.
So that was easy enough, right? Okay, so we're almost done setting up our site. Then all we got to do is build it, which, takes a little bit of time. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install a new theme. Now, I really like Thrive. You can get all kinds of free stuff out there too, but I really like Thrive. And overall, I think, if you plan on keeping your business, which I hope you do, you're going to want to have, something that you can work with and work within. If you use Thrive, they also have Thrive leads and all kinds of other stuff, which I'll talk to you about. So let's move on to that. And I'm going to show you how to install that. Give me just 1 second here.
Okay, so here I am at Thrive Themes. Now, I've used this for years and years and years, and I really do love the product. They have a lot of extra things you can get. They've got Thrive leads, and they used to call it Content Builder, but they call it Architect, and that's what we're going to talk about today, and install that and show you how easy it is and how you can use this to actually build your website and have really a professional looking website with no skills whatsoever. It really doesn't take much skills. So here I am at the generic one here. This is what the page is going to look like when you first upload WordPress, but obviously we don't want this theme. It doesn't look good. We want something different, something that's going to be cool. So what we want to do is go up here to Member Dashboard, and then we're going to go ahead and log in. And once we log in, we're going to download Thrive Architect, which used to be Thrive Content Builder, but basically it's how you build a website. So we're going to go ahead and save that. We download it. And yeah, so we're going to go open it up since we've downloaded it. And we'll go ahead and activate it. Okay. And get it activated. And we'll upload the plugin now. And we're going to find it where we downloaded it. And there it is. So we'll click on it. It's a zip file. We got to open it. And then we will get it going. So it's that simple. And we're going to activate the plugin right here. Once you've uploaded it, you do have to activate it. So we're going to click activate right here, activate plugin. And it says it's okay. So there it is. It's in our arsenal now of tools that we can use. So let's get started with it, and let me show you a few things you can do here. You're going to have this little pop out here where it'll say Thrive Dashboard, Business Manager, License Manager, excuse me, and General Settings. So Thrive's really good. It's going to give you all of those. So we're going to go to License Manager because to make it work, we actually have to put our license in there, okay? So then we're going to go back to Thrive Dashboard. We're going to get our account and license keys right here. And let's go ahead and click on that. And we'll grab our keys. I got them all jumbled there so you can't see them. So we're going to grab that first one, put that one in there, and then we'll go grab the second one. Copy that, paste that in there, click Activate License, and boom, it's done. I mean, really, seriously, that's pretty quick, right? That doesn't take long. So now we do have Thrive Architect. So, you know, some of the things we can do with it, let's go in there and take a look, and we'll build a page real quick. And there we go, there's a new page. And let's see here, architect, if I could spell this, it's not text, no, there you go, demo. So we got demo, we'll go ahead and build that page. And then we'll go ahead and edit. Now we can edit this page with Thrive Architect. We don't have to use WordPress anymore. So it's really cool, it's drag and drop. We can just pull whatever we want in here from off to the side. It's super simple. This is the page we have now, obviously, it came with WordPress, but you know, with Thrive Architect, we can do so much more. My God, we can make it look so frigging awesome. So let's go in here and grab a template. Let's say we're doing a course or something like that. So let's go down here and find one that's pre-built for some type of course. There you go. We'll use this one right here. And we'll pop that in there. And boom, it's on our site. It's live already. I mean, really, seriously, that quick. It's got the template for everything. And we can go in here and we can make some changes on it real quick. Let's go in here, we've got color change. Let's go up here and change this headline a little bit. Alrighty. So what can we put in here? We will put 10 steps to, what do we want to call it? Eating healthy. Yeah, eating healthier, okay? So we'll put that in there, save that. Now the headline's changed. Okay, there it is, eating healthier at work. Okay, so we made that done really simple. You know, Thrive Architect is really pretty amazing. I highly recommend it. I don't have any links or anything for you today on it, as far as affiliate links or anything like that, but I do highly recommend it. I use Thrive Leads and I've used the surveys and just all kinds of stuff, and it allows you to build so much more into your website and do it simply to where you don't really have to think about it because all the templates are there. You can just kind of rearrange a template if you want, or you can start from scratch. You know, if you're really good at graphic design, you can certainly do that. But it's certainly, you know, a plugin I would recommend. You know, for the little bit of cost it costs you, which it doesn't hardly cost you anything. It's well worth it, and you'll find that it'll be a whole lot easier to build your website and to come up with something that looks professional. And that's what we all want, is that nice professional look. All right, so let's move on with the rest of the training. That's simple, right? You could do that. That's not hard. This actual training today is gone pretty quick because it's not hard to do. I mean, there's nothing to drag out. You know, you guys who are members of the Inner Circle, you know all this. You get all this training. You have all this stuff. Those of you who are visiting with us today, we want to welcome you, of course. And, you know, I've had people put in the comments there, you know, questions about the Inner Circle and what they get and all that. So I just want to run through it real quick. Bear with me, members. You already know all this stuff. What do you get? You get access to my current courses, which are a bunch of them now, guys. And I don't want to go into detail, but if you go to that innercircle.com/enroll link down there, you can watch a video and it's free and you don't have to opt in. You have to give a credit card. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
And we won't email you or anything. You can just go watch it. It'll tell you about it. You also get a private Facebook group, which you guys do not have access to if you're not a member of the Inner Circle. You get bi-weekly coaching calls, which actually I'm doing them weekly. Yearly or more mastermind in San Diego. Of course, you get relationships. It's funny. I met a guy in Cancun a year ago, and this morning, we had a meeting and we're going to do some business together. And if I hadn't had that relationship with him, it wouldn't exist. So, I mean, these relationships are super, super important. They do help you with networking. If you're not a networker and you say, well, I don't like that, I don't like talking to strange people, I don't like doing that, you got to learn to do it, because you know what? That's the way you're going to get ahead, is networking. I know a lot of my income comes from people I've met and people I've helped out and it's helped me, and you just got to do it. So that's why it's important. If you really are serious about your career, you're really serious about this business online, that you join something where you're going to meet people. And the Inner Circle is a great place to do it. You also get insight into high-level masterminds. And, I just mentioned I met a guy in Cancun. I met him there because I went to a mastermind down there with ClickBank Platinum Summit, and I'm going to be going there next month again. So super important that you do that. You're 12 times more likely to succeed as a member, because you're going to have access to all this stuff. If you want to go do it on your own, you can certainly do it. You're going to spend more money than what the membership of the Inner Circle costs, and you may or may not succeed. So we want to see you be successful, okay? You can also submit, ads that you have, landing pages, websites, products, pricing, funnels, all this stuff, and I'll help you look over all this stuff, okay? You can give me your emails. I'll look at them, subject lines, headlines, ideas, your frustrations, your failures, and of course, you'll get results once we go through all this stuff, once I review it and tell you what you need to change, what you need to do. That is the best software to build all this stuff on. Somebody was asking about that. You want to get a trial of Kartra. Kartra is what we build everything in. I do a lot of video training on Kartra. It's an email provider. It's a landing page. It's sales pages. It's members. It's everything. It's the one software you're going to need. And you go to bit.ly/Kartra-uppercase JR. Okay, uppercase JR. So yeah, questions, thoughts, all that stuff. I want to put all this stuff up here. And I didn't do the Bluehost link. Jessica, shoot, I meant to do that so they could get a Bluehost and get that free domain. You can't get to Bitly, can you? Okay, I'll post that later on, guys, so you can get your free domains. I want to make sure you get that. Put any questions you have now in that box. I've got time for a couple. We do have an appointment today, so our training's a little bit faster, okay? A little bit faster, a little bit more condensed, but I will take a couple questions. Somebody's asking, looks like Jennifer's asking from Florida, what experience you need to build websites? You don't. I mean, I just did it. I mean, really, that's all you got to do. Do those few things I showed you in this training. Eric's also asking for a replay of this. Yeah, we're going to be posting that. And what we also do now is my social media guy is sending you an email. So if you're not on our email list, get on our email list. Make sure when you join the Inner Circle, when you join, let's say, the Art of E-commerce Success or anything like that, that you give us your email. We don't email the crap out of you, but I can't get you good information. I can't even send you, a link to this training right here unless you guys, of course, are opted in. I have your email. So that's super, super, super important. Make sure you do that. Jessica, do you see some questions on your end too?
Yeah, let's see. Richard is asking, should we use domain and hosting with the same company?
Yes. Matter of fact, the Bluehost is the one. And gosh, I want to get that. Let me see if I can get that. Hang on, guys. I want to get that for you. I think I can get the Bitly link here and send it over. Bitly, there's Bitly. Give me 1 second. I'm probably going to send it to Jessica, and then she'll post it in the comments. And I need Bluehost. Bluehost. That's one. There it is. Got it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to Jessica, and she's going to post it. I'm going to send it to your messages, Jessica. The text. Yeah. Did you get it?
Not yet.
It's on its way. Did you check? Did you get it? Okay. So she's going to post it in there, guy. Use this link. And yeah, it's an affiliate link. I get like $1 or something. Okay. I'm not getting rich off it. But what it's going to do for you is if you use this link, when you get your hosting and domain, they will give you the domain for free. You don't have to pay for your domain forever, as long as you keep your hosting with them. So definitely do that. And then there's some other links in there, guys, if you want to get access to that. I have a free e-commerce course that you can take now, and that's the top link. All you got to do is put in your email, and you can watch several videos. A lot of good training there. It's jrfisher.com/free-e-commerce-opt. Opt. Maybe it should have been opt-in, but I put opt. And the next one is our weekly coaching call. It's always at that link right there, jrfisher.com. So, any week, even if you don't get the email, you can go there and check that out. You can also get my book, jrfisher.com, four-step product book. And that helps you find products to sell online. And of course, the Kartra link there is bit.ly/Kartra uppercase JR. And I can probably take one or two more questions. Jessica, do you have a couple over there you could hit me with?
Linda said, what is your opinion on ClickFunnels versus Kartra? Did you ever try ClickFunnels?
What is my opinion on ClickFunnels versus Kartra? Linda, I started off on ClickFunnels. I loved ClickFunnels because at the time, it was one of the better ones that was out there. That is not the case anymore, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. ClickFunnels was kind of clunky. It was difficult to build stuff in there. It didn't always work. It wouldn't always load. Kartra is 100 million times better, I think, in my opinion. And for several reasons. ClickFunnels didn't integrate well. At the time I was using Infusionsoft, I had used Aweber, all these different email providers, and it just didn't, it didn't integrate well with those things. And the numbers were off. It didn't integrate well with Facebook ads. When I got to Kartra, I was blown away. I really was. And not only to mention that I think the cheapest plan at ClickFunnels now is $97 a month, and some of them are $297. You can actually get Kartra for like about the same price, but you can kill your email provider. I got rid of Infusionsoft, which costs us like $1,000 a month, because Kartra has that built in. You can get rid of membership stuff because Kartra has that built in. You can get rid of lead pages because Kartra has that built in. Everything is in Kartra. I use Kartra for everything because all of the tools are in one. I got literally rid of 8 different pieces of software. Kartra will do all your tracking in there. It even has an affiliate area in there like ClickBank built in there. So like if you did a course in Kartra, you could offer it to the groups out there. And we're going to get on top of that. We have not done that. And that's something I'm going to give to Jessica to check into. But we really need to offer our courses in there because we can make a lot more money doing that too. So it just does it all. So is ClickFunnels good? It was in its time. And no offense to Russell Brunson, great guy, nice guy. But Kartra blows it all. Kartra is the best single piece of software for online marketer there is, bar none. If you use my link there, you'll believe me, because you're going to go to that link and you're going to see a video of what it does before you opt in, before you do anything. And then if you do want to try it, you can try it for $1. $1. Seriously, $1. Okay? $1. You got to do it. You're missing the boat if you're not on Kartra. And yeah, that's an affiliate link for us. We don't get rich off that. I'm telling you because you're going to be happy with me. Every person I've ever sent there that used it, of course you got to use it, has said, man, it's the best software they've ever used in their life. And it's the cheapest. It's going to save you thousands of dollars over, time, of course. Doesn't cost thousands. All right. Time for one more question, Jessica. And then we're going to go grab food. That's what we're going to do.
Let's see. Danny said, could you do your membership and courses in Kartra?
Danny says, can you do your membership and courses in Kartra? Yes, you can. 100%. And you can split it up to where they get access to some of your courses, but not all of your courses. You can drip your courses out to where they get one a week. You can give, like a lower level access for one price and a higher level for another price. You can do all kinds of stuff in there, Danny. You're going to love it. You're going to love me for telling you about it. You really are. Okay. If you don't already. Right. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Quick session today. I don't know if it's quick. How long has it been? About a half hour. We've been here. We're normally here about an hour. So we got out a little bit early. We got a couple things to do today. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, put something in the comments. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're getting something out of this. I'm posting a lot of content to help you guys out. Free training is always good. Of course, if you join the inner circle, it costs money, but you get a whole lot more. You get access to all these courses and everything I've done, which can really expedite, your success level, which is what we want to do. So thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Any more comments or anything in there?
People are wanting the links. Maybe you can post them in the group.
Which links?
On the page right now.
Oh, these links. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll do that. I'll make sure these get posted. So if you're not a member of the Art of E-commerce Success, make sure you get in there. All you got to do is just, say, hey, I want to join. If you put your email in there, we'll give you some freebies and some free training too. Tons of training in there. Really great stuff, guys. So I will see you there. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to go head out to lunch. Jessica, would you like to leave them with any profound thoughts? I know it's the first I've ever asked you to do this, but I know you're prepared and I know you have profound thoughts today. And go ahead, Jessica. Guys, you may want to write this down. If you have a recorder, record this. Here it goes. Jessica, it's all yours.
He knows when he puts me on the spot, my mind goes blank.
She knows I ask her every week.
But you put me on the spot.
Come on now. No, guys, this is going to be good. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jessica.
No,
positive thinking or something. Give me something.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about positive thinking, how about starting a gratitude journal?
What exactly is a gratitude journal? Fill me in.
Well, it's just a journal where you write down things you're grateful for.
So now, when you say this, and I have one, I'm just kind of asking the question like I didn't know. When you have this gratitude journal, what if you feel like you don't have a lot of stuff to be grateful for? What do you think about that? I have people say that. They say, well, you don't know my situation. You don't know how tough it is. You don't know what I'm going through. And it's funny because I watched Sean Stevenson, who's really an amazing guy. He's in a wheelchair. He has been his whole life. He has brittle bone disease. He's a midget. His organs are all being crushed, and he's a motivational speaker. So I don't know what your situation is, and I don't know what you're going through. I really don't. But the thing is, we all have things to be grateful for, right? Always. So you can find something. Now, here's something cool. On the app that I have, and I have an app on my phone where I do this, you can be grateful for things that you want that you don't have yet. And what that does is it changes the frame of your mind. So let's say, you want a particular car, start being grateful for it. Start typing in there, hey, I'm grateful for my new Ferrari, whatever the heck it is you want. And crazy as it sounds, this sounds crazy. And I know I live in California, but I'm not from California. But the more you think about gratitude, the more you appreciate things, whether you have them yet or not, the more you will attract those things to you. Do you believe that, Jessica?
Yes.
I do. I believe that. I know, and everybody doesn't want to talk like this because they go, oh, it sounds so weird. And no, it's not. What do you think you're going to attract if you're always thinking negative stuff and bad stuff? What do you think you're going to attract? So, start that thing. That's a good suggestion of Jessica's. I know she does it. I do it. Have a gratitude board, have a gratitude book, have a gratitude app, and be thankful for stuff that you want that you do not have yet. And you will be amazed. It'll probably show up on your doorstep. You guys have a great day. We're going to head out to lunch, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for showing up. I'll talk to you real soon. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.